green grass growing, flowers showing, worms are wiggling, birds are squiggling. I can feel it in the air, soft and gentle, falling in your hair. Rainbows in, the day begins. It's been raining.
He had a beautiful voice with a majestic baritone quality and an infectious sense of swing, which enabled him to communicate with and touch the hearts of all those who heard and played with him. As a musician, I'm indebted to Joe for giving me the opportunity to develop when I was starting out. I played with him alongside many great musicians as sidemen and others who sat in on his shows. He taught me very, very much about the essence and spirit of jazz music. Joe was the essence, the spirit, and the sound of jazz.
Une vie est réussie, non pas quand on est une superstar et que forcément tout le monde entier vous connaît, mais je crois qu'elle est réussie quand vous avez su semer autour de vous la gentillesse, l'amour. Et ce que je peux dire, c'est que Joe l'a fait, que c'est un vrai témoignage quand on est avec sa famille, et je crois qu'il nous laisse en héritage justement son épouse et puis sa fille, que l'on adore et qu'on soutient dans ce moment difficile.
But he was more than just a great singer. He had a mission to help others through music. And in that respect, he was a kind of music therapist. He was an elder of the jazz community, both in the United States and around the world. And that was not just a matter of age, but of maturity. I believe that he had a real depth of understanding of music, not just for making people happy, for entertaining them, but helping them at deeper levels.
Much love really does apply to Joe Lee. People from all over. He travelled extensively for many years, winning friends and admirers in Europe, America, and the Far East. I first heard about him from Harry Swift, his bass player in Paris, about 20 years ago, and from other jazz musicians there for whom he was a living legend. One of the first stories I heard about him was with David Lewis, a young Australian drum player who was very nervous about going on stage with such an illustrious person. Joe Lee knew how to put him at his ease. Just go out there and swing your feet off, and that relaxed.
As many of you know, Dad was a fighter, and one thing that he taught me about everything else was always remember where you come from, of course, but always fight for your dreams. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it, because as he's shown us, from a little village in Newby, Oklahoma, USA, that no longer exists, where jazz was considered the devil's music, he made it to Brighton, one of the most beautiful cities in the world, to the four corners of the world, doing what he loved, and he made a living of it, when everybody told him, you can't do that. So this is a poem that he taught me, and sometimes when I think, oh, you know what, I'll take the easy route, I remember this. Somebody said it couldn't be done, but he, with a chuckle, replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in, with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it.
He did not have spirit. He was spirit. He did not love. He was love. He did not play music. He was music. And as we mourn his death, which for some leaves a canyon-sized hole, let us rejoice in the love that he spread across the world with his music, through the community who loved him and who he loved back, and in his fine, fine family, his breathtaking, precious, special daughter, and his beautiful, peerless, world-class wife. We all love you both very, very much.
This loss is a great tragedy, not only for his family, but the world of music. My condolences and heartfelt sympathies to the bereaved. Sincerely, Archie Shepp.
I'd like to ask you now to join me in a few thoughts and prayers on behalf of Joe Lee. Take a moment to think of all that Joe Lee meant to us, the times of joy and happiness that we shared with him, the times of sorrow and hardship that we worked through with him. We give thanks for all that he was, and we commend him to God's heavenly keeping.
To Lawrence, who supported Joe through many difficult times towards the end. To Steve, I don't know where he is, Roving, who made that beautiful urn. And to all of you, or everybody who Joe embraced, everybody on the street, whoever they were. And thank you for coming. And I'm just going to read this little thank you for those wonderful eulogies. Many things which weren't quite true about me, but anyway, that was nice. The traditional Indian poem, when I am dead, cry for me a little. Think of me sometimes. Think of me now and again as I was in life. At some moments it's pleasant to recall, but not for long. Leave me in peace, and I shall leave you in peace. And while you live, let your thoughts be with the living. Thank you. I think we're going to
years go by so quick until it's like minutes, and you forget about time. To me, time is eternal. I discovered a long time ago that there's only one day in life, night and day. One day is your whole life.
Yeah.